A large pile of raw meat in the woods has officials in Washington County scratching their heads and holding their noses. Our Chase Campbell digs into the meat of this story.
Something is rotten in the township of Grandview. Agencies in Washington County are trying to make sense of what one official described as a dump truck's worth of meat dumped off Grandview Road near New Matamoras about a week ago.
Eyewitness description was pork loins, sausage, bacon, steaks, chicken, shrimp. So it certainly was a wide variety of meats.
Grandview Township officials pushed the meat to the side of the road shortly thereafter and covered most of it with dirt. But as of Thursday afternoon, the putrid pile was still there, feeding the local fauna and breeding maggots. Washington County Health Department Director of Environmental Health Joshua Lane says the property where the meat was dumped is part of Wayne National Forest.
It's on Wayne National Forest property, so one of the bad things about solid waste or open dumping like this is that the property owner may not be responsible for the dumping at all. However, it does then fall on them, especially when we can't figure out who actually did the dumping.
Lane says because it's in a national forest, federal land, what the health department can do is limited, even if they had the ability to quickly move and dispose of such a large quantity of meat. One resident of the area expressed concern that the meat could pose a public health risk, particularly due to its proximity to a stream. Lane says that, thankfully, other than the nuisance of an unpleasant smell, the meat doesn't pose a public health threat to the people who live on or near Grandview Hill Road.
Our health specialist that was out said that it was, over 100 yards from where this pile is to the stream, so I don't think there's really much concern there. It's not going to be much different than if you had deer carcass or any other dead animal that might die by a stream or something.
The Washington County Sheriff's Office is opening an investigation to try to determine who's responsible for dumping the meat. The Health Department and Sheriff's Office are also communicating with Wayne National Forest about how to remove the meat. When and how the meat will ultimately be disposed of has yet to be determined. In New Matamoras, Chase Campbell, WTAP News.
Turning to the weather, meteorologist Kirk Greenfield joins us now with the first look at your forecast. Kirk.